Oh, you thought the videos were done for the day? No, it's almost midnight on the East Coast, and we're going to do one more. This is from February 13th, 2026, just a few days ago, from PBS News, where we are finding out that nonprofit libraries have been ordered by the State Department to stop processing passport applications. Let's talk about why this is breaking news and why it is so important. Right now in Congress, we have a piece of legislation known as the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act has already been voted on and passed in the House of Representatives, meaning that it goes on to the Senate where they will debate and then they will vote. And if it passes, it goes to the president's desk and he will certainly sign it into law because it is a law that would require people in the United States to prove themselves as citizens of the United States. And how do you do that? You have to do it using government issued photo identification, like a real ID that proves your citizenship, or what else? Oh, yeah, a passport. Tribal documents do not count. Student IDs do not count. It has to prove your citizenship. You can also use things like birth certificates, but they cannot be a copy. It has to have the seal. And I would imagine that you would probably need a photo identification to prove you are who you are with that birth certificate. You catch my drift? So because you need those things, wouldn't you think that it would be easier to get a passport or some form of ID that would allow you to vote? No. Apparently, this has been going on since late fall. The US State Department has ordered certain public libraries nationwide to cease processing passport applications, and they have been issuing cease and desist orders to who specifically? Not for profit libraries. Odd that it would be not for profit libraries, right? Wrong, because not for profit libraries, while all over the country, are heavily concentrated in areas where there are lower socioeconomic statuses, meaning people have less money. They are in neighborhoods in which minority groups live. And interestingly enough, they are in rural communities, which I think might be intentional because who has been really ticked off at this administration? The farmers, who were promised a whole lot and got a whole lot of nothing. You want an example? Great, I'm glad you asked. There was a woman named Joyce who lives in South Central Pennsylvania, and she wrote a letter directly to Secretary Marco Rubio, who is in charge of the State Department, and she explained that the Marysville Rye Library is only one of two passport facilities serving her 556 square mile county. You best believe this is intentional. You best believe there are probably more stories that need uncovered after all this has been going on since the fall, and we're only learning about it in February, and it's certainly not a headline. They're going to try and steal this election. They're going to try